moves away mountains. Yukong, a 90-year-old man, lived at the north of two high mountains. The mountains blocked the way, making it inconvenient for him and his family. One day he called the members of his family and said, "The two mountains are blocking our way. Let's move them away." His children and grandchildren all agreed except his wife. So, next day Yukong, his sons and his grandsons started to break up rocks and remove the earth. The neighbors also joined in. A wise old man, Zisu, saw them and said to Yukong, "How long do you think you can live on? Rest your old bones rather than working so hard." Yukong sighed and said, "It is true that I am on the edge of the grave, but I have sons, and my sons have their sons. I am doing it for them." Moved by Yukong's resolve, God in heaven sent two immortal creatures to take the two mountains away. Silver Troubles. Zhang San had saved 300 ounces of silver. It gave him happiness as well as anxiety. He racked his brains to find a safe place in order to hide his silver. He looked around, but no place looked safe. After a few days, an idea struck his mind. At night, he dug a hole at the base of the wall in his back room. He then buried his treasure there. To make it safer, he put a note on the wall. "My silver is not buried here." Now, Zhang San's mind was at peace and he fell asleep. But he was unaware of the fact that his neighbor Wang had seen him burying the treasure. At midnight, Wang went to dig out the silver. He also thought of a plan not to be suspected. With Zhang San's note, he placed his note, which read, "Your neighbor Wang did not steal it." The Trader. Once there was a trader who did business at Wuhu. One day when he was returning home with the huge profit he had made, he saw a butcher tying up a dog on the riverbank. He bought the dog for double his value and took him along with him in his boat. Now, the boatman was a bandit earlier. He was lured by the trader's wealth, so he ran the boat among the rushes and drew out his knife. He then wrapped the trader up in a carpet and threw him into the river. The dog saw all this and cried piteously. The dog jumped into the river, grabbed the bundle with his teeth, and did his best to keep the trader above water until they reached a shallow spot. The dog barked continuously and attracted the attention of some people on the bank. The Grateful Dog. The people took the bundle out of the river and rescued the trader, who was still alive. Now, the trader wanted to go back to Wuhu, but the dog was missing. The trader was very unhappy. He searched for the dog but could not find him. After a few days, when he was on the point of returning home, the dog suddenly reappeared. He barked and invited the trader to follow him in a particular direction. The trader followed him until the dog jumped on a boat and grabbed one of the boatmen by the leg. He was the same boatman who had robbed and tried to murder him. He had changed his clothes and also his boat so that none might recognize him. Finally, he was arrested and the whole of the money was found in his boat. Many people in this world would be ashamed after seeing such a grateful dog.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.